Ah, the old familiar places. So The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 2 was aired. Not gonna lie, I didn't think I'd do another video on The Last of Us, not until... Gonna give you a spoiler warning right here. If you played The Last of Us 2 game, great, stick around. If you've seen The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 2, great, stick around. If you haven't, you should probably bounce, but if you don't care, great, stick around. All right, spoiler warning, you've been warned because I'm gonna talk about some spoilers. So I didn't think I'd do another video until the event happens. It happened. So now it's happened in episode 2 of season 2. That's right, live action Joel, like the video game Joel before him, has gone to the great beyond. My favorite part was when Abby kisses that golf club and says, "I'll never call golf a dull game again." That didn't happen, but what movie's that from? But there was some buildup you probably don't care about because you want me to just talk about the thing. Yes, there was a whole action sequence involving infected smashing into the walls of the city, breaking in, barrels of gasoline, lots of fire, bloaters showing how CGI they can look, but Joel saves Abby's ass, and Abby's like, "Hey, we have a cabin up there. We could go there for safety. Trust." So Abby leads them to the cabin where her merry band of former Fireflies are hanging out, including Jake the fake Gyllenhaal over here. But in the game, it was actually Tommy who was with Joel in the cabin, not Dina, which I'm fine with Tommy being back in town taking care of business there with a flamethrower. But it's funny how much more polite the crew was to Dina than Tommy. With Dina, they're like, "We have this convenient shot. It's just gonna put you to sleep for an hour, just an hour. I swear, I'm sorry. I'm so, just sleep. See, she's asleep. We're nice." Tommy just gets beat over the head like, "Yeah, fuck you, dude. Time to kill your brother." Abby monologues more in the show, which really gives you all the information you already got some before. Season 2 started out with Abby and her friends around all these graves of the Fireflies, and she's like, "We're gonna kill him. We're gonna kill him slow." So now you already know this person is on a quest against Joel because he killed all these people. You do find out in this episode the doctor who was going to perform the procedure on Ellie that was going to kill her was Abby's father. You find out because she's monologuing to Joel. It's not a thing you find out when you start playing as Abby. I think that's when you find out in the game. But in the game, I liked how Joel just stonewalled Abby's monologue and was like, "Just give me whatever speech you got rehearsed and let's get on with it." Granted, in this episode of the show, he does go, "Oh, shut the fuck up already and get on with it." But after she had already given the audience the pertinent information, with Abby word vomiting all of her motivation in this scene for the sake of the audience understanding and knowing where she's coming from, I just saw opportunities for Joel to be like, I'm gonna give you a little pushback here. She's like, "The doctor you killed, that was my father." Joel could have been like, "Do you know what your father was going to do? Kill a kid." "We have a code, unlike a lawless piece of shit like you." I do have a code. It's a code of don't kill kids, unlike your father, who apparently did not have that code because he was going to, that's right, kill a kid. Suppose you could have the argument of that's the tragedy. Joel could have chimed in, but he was like, "But the kid I saved hates me. So whatever, do what you're gonna do." Still, funny how the golf club has almost become a character at this point in the game. It just kind of, she goes and finds something she can use to beat him to death, which happens to be a golf club. In this episode, they know what the golf club has become. So the camera just pans down, she picks up the golf club. It's a whole thing because the golf club is, after all, the golf club. Then she proceeds to beat his ass to death. Well, not exactly in the same way. The golf club was broken, so she's beating him with her fists. But that implies that she was beating him with the golf club to the point where the golf club broke. That's my main takeaway right there. The brand of golf club in the game, solid golf club. Did not take a dent. Survived the entire beating. Golf club in the show is that Amazon ordered golf club. Broke after a couple smacks. They don't make them like they used to. But Ellie does show up like in the game. They get the drop on her, hold her to the ground. And then they end it by Abby taking the broken golf club and stabbing Joel in the neck with it. He's pretty dead. In the game, she turns the golf club around, gives one more whack. Either way, Joel dies. Still, I do wonder how fans of the show are going to think, feel, and react if they haven't played the game. It must be very shocking for them if they haven't played the game and were under a rock when the game came out. Pedro is going to come back in a couple of flashbacks, filling in those information gaps. Like, did Pedro Pascal know? Was he like, "All right, yeah, I'll sign on for 3 Wait, what? Oh, fine, I'll do Fantastic Four and everything else they'll put me in because I'm in everything." A show built around perspective. Tell you what they should have done. They should have had a trailer for The Last of Us Season 2 in which Pedro's Joel was in scenes he couldn't be in because he was dead. Just like the game did. Only then would fans of the show really feel what fans of the game felt. Real question is, what are they going to do with the intro? Is it just going to be one person standing there now? Alright, so The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 2, titled Through the Valley of mini golf. Have you seen it? What did you think about it? Whatever you thought, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.